Hello, this is Tammy, and we are going to do a little income update, what I've paid update, and some expenses. So I have worked only one day so far, and that was yesterday, Monday, and it was for 7.6 hours. I'm not sure if you can see that. Okay, now you can. My waitress pay is still $2.13 an hour. I made 103 in tips, and that was the server shift. And it was the 12th, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright, I have one more server shift this week because I gave up one so I could make it to my son's Christmas concert that they're having. So this is all I have to put on here. This week I will not have any hourly income on my paycheck that's supposed to hit tonight because I'm just doing server days now. So I'm still not sure what I'll get. I got $6 last week, so we'll just see. I got $6 for 14 hours of working, which obviously that wasn't my tips included, but so what I did is I went ahead and I paid both of my child support payments on the one check, and that's just because I didn't want to have to worry about it anymore with it being Christmas. So paid out the whole $308 while I had it in the bank account. It's my secondary bank account that the child support comes out of, so I have to move it from my primary one, and it takes up to 3 days to get that transferred, and it bugs me to have to do it. It makes me worry if it's going to be in there in time, which it'll be fine. I typically give him the check on a Friday, so he waits until Monday or Tuesday to deposit it, but still, I don't want to have any uh-ohs. So this week, after I get my child support, see how much I made on my paycheck, which is not a lot, and with the cash I have left over from last week, which was $40-something, and then I had 103 yesterday that I made. We're going to pay some bills, so we're going to do the Lytle loans, the 164, ORNL 157, and State Farm 82. We're going to do those three for this week. And right now, I am still not in a position that I know what my budget is really like, because it's so hard with a waitress wage to know what I'm going to have and know what I can pay when. So I'm probably going to try to start breaking these down. I've been paying all my credit cards pretty much at one time. I'm really wanting to break these down in sections to see if I can afford it, really, the goal I've said from the beginning is to be able to pay all of my monthly bills for that month at the first of the month, which, the first week of the month even, so I have the rest of the 3 weeks to come up with the next month's. It's been rough, but I've been getting things paid at least a week in advance. So we'll see how this goes, doing it in little quarters. Typically, as soon as I get it, I pay it. I did already have the Lytle loans, ORNL, but I went ahead and I purchased Christmas gifts, and I did get that reimbursed back to me because my boyfriend was going to get the gift, but I didn't want to have to wait just in case something happened with it, and it was very expensive, so I bought it with the cash I had in my envelopes for these, and then he paid me back on my card. So what I did is I went ahead and I paid some other things off of my card, and I'm just gonna pull some money out this week to pay these. It'll be fine, but the total for this week that I have to pay out will be $403. So I already have 150 something of that. I'll count my money here in a minute. I'll just go ahead and subtract 150. So that leaves me with needing $253. I have one more server shift, which it's slowing down right now, and I'm guessing it's because so many people have already, you know, spent their money on Christmas gifts. So it's supposed to pick back up right before Christmas. We'll see. I'm not gonna get my hopes up on it. I want to start trying to base what I make, which obviously you've seen. I typically bring home over $100 every time I have a server shift. I want to try to get to where I can estimate about $85 a shift and put that additional towards just credit card payments to get those paid down. I believe with my vehicle situation that we are going to wait for tax return, which I hate. Because if we could have gotten a loan and just gotten it fixed now, then we could have put more of the tax refund towards like emergency, you know, backup, and paying some of the smaller things off. That's eating more of the interest. But, you know, I'm not gonna stress about it. It's gonna work out. I know that it's just around the corner and it'll be fine. It's not that we're really struggling right now. It is hard only having someone else's vehicle to depend on. My mother, she is really good about it. She picks me up and takes me to and from work. She does the kids drop off and pick up from school, which we were halving the drop off pickups depending on my work schedule whenever my van was up and running. It's been a little harsh, and I don't want to run her truck into the ground because it is an '08 and it does have some problems of its own that she just had some of them fixed, and she's waiting to have enough financial support to get the rest of it fixed. She would have had it all fixed at the beginning, but whenever they went in, she has like a leak in her oil line. When they went in, they busted her heat pipes or whatever, and they had to redo that. So that ate up another $500. Even though they messed it up, they charged her for the parts and labor. Which, my mother, she's 60. She's not going to argue with them. I mean, yeah, she's going to say her business, but she's still going to pay them. And I just wish that somebody else would have been able to help sway her into trying to get that price lowered, since it wasn't her fault, but it is what it is. Just try to hope that next time we can find a different mechanic that's not going to cheat her out of money. So we got a box of diapers, the 104 pack, and I'm just going to put 40. Let's just round it up. I got toilet paper, and that was $10 for the big pack. Also got razors and shaving cream and stuff like that, which I don't have to buy often because I typically buy in bulk. So this was probably like, I can't even remember. I don't have the receipt anymore, but a good guess is $15. I didn't buy in bulk this time just because I still had some left. I just don't want to run out. Haven't had to buy any more laundry detergent. My mother, she actually took me to work the other day, and she was like, well, I'm going to have to stop to the store and get toilet paper and detergent. So I gave her my emptiest bottle of detergent and a pack of my toilet paper and let her have it so she didn't have to take the baby out and take him into the store. Oh, excuse me. So I had enough. I've got enough to spare right now. I'm trying to think. I didn't buy anything for the kitchen that was a necessity, but I keep those counter covers down, well, just on one side where we used to have his bottle rack whenever he was drinking out of bottles. Now it's sippy cups, so he doesn't have as many, and I've put that big gonky thing out of the way. But just because I have to clean it so often, and then it's bare for that day, and I don't like that. So I just bought a second one of those. That's not a big deal. I'm not going to add that on there. Free prints, I did go ahead and order those. Oop, what happened? My pen just broke. That was $11.14 for those. So we'll see how the expenses come up this month, because if I'm not mistaken, it was a lot less last month than usual, because I think I didn't have to buy, I didn't have to buy as many diapers or gas, I don't think. It just depends on what I have that rolls over into the next month. Let's put these back in here. But, I mean, I think that things are going pretty decent, you know, in spite of how they had been going. And I'm trying to keep a positive attitude, because I do believe in manifestation, and that you can, I mean, I don't want to say that you can control what happens in your life, because obviously so many people are like, no, I did not ask for this, but I do believe that positivity is going to have a way better outcome than anything else. And on my last video, I said I was going to take this off of my fingernails. I have not had the chance, and I probably need to after this while my baby's sleeping. But yeah, sorry. I am starting some new challenges. I can't remember if I talked about it in the last video or not, but I am not going to eat any more fast food this month, which will be a 3-week period of no fast food. That's because we have already spent $160. I don't know if you can see this little sticky note. You can't. Already spent $160 on fast food. This Monterey's was so expensive because we ordered DoorDash because we don't have a vehicle. But the rest was, we were able to get it. We didn't have to DoorDash that, but we were just really craving some Monterey's, like, really bad. And we hadn't had it in, I want to say, a few months. So I am trying to stay on top of cooking, and I made some baked chicken. I have some pork chops marinating, and we made a frozen lasagna last night. which we only have to really make dinner because we're not home throughout the day all together as a family. Because my boyfriend, he's been working 12s. He hasn't had a day off since the weekend before last weekend. That was only one day. And he doesn't get another day off until the 24th. And it is the 13th. Then he's supposed to have from the 24th until the 2nd off, which I'm not going to count on. It kind of, they'll tell you one thing and then it will be something else. So just try to get as much production done as possible. So we'll see how it goes. I will probably, after I pay the ORNL and the Lyda loans, do another little video. I don't know if you guys prefer the longer to the shorter. And I'm not sure which content that, like, my returning viewers may watch, may enjoy more. Is it the debt tracking? Is it what I make as a waitress? What I spend? I don't know what gets more attention. But I'm just winging it. I'm just doing it how I'd like to do. And I'm also keeping a tracker here. I need to write this in. So, got Alistair's haircut. That's my 7-year-old. And I tipped fat because it was packed in that hair salon. And we were a walk-in. And even though it was only a $16 haircut, I already had $30 in my hand. And yes, I know, I'm budgeting, and you don't need to spend so much budgeting. I was literally like, the Monday before last, I had a $100 tip on one table and a $50 tip on another. That's the least I could do to pay it forward. So I gave her that tip, and it is what it is. Spent $6 at this game. So my son Blaine plays basketball. He's my 10-year-old, and it's only $3 for adults to get in, and then we just get like drinks or maybe a snack or two while we're there. So it's not a lot. I need to start keeping track of my other expenses, like if I see something, or like for instance, my boys love Pokemon Go. And my 7-year-old just started his account. And so we'll buy them Pokecoins every now and then, and I need to start paying attention on how much I'm spending on that. But for Christmas, with the Belk credit card, the reason I have my Belk card with a balance now is because I found out that they have more gift cards that they offer, and you can pay for it with your Belk card. So it's like, that's perfect because I don't have any money to actually buy people gifts, and so many adults, they rather have like money value anyway. So I got a lot of gift cards, but I got my kids a Google Play one so that we can get them Pokecoins and keep them content for a while. But it's just gonna have to get to the point where we're not spending that extra money there. It really does eat away at your wallet. But I have 4 more bills after I pay this week. One's only $8, and that's going to come out of my secondary account, which I already have the money in there for that. I'm not too stressed about it. I have been keeping up with my weight. Another reason why I'm doing the no fast food thing is because when I'd done that 2-week no fast food, and then I barely had any fast food for the rest of that month, I lost 6 pounds in, I want to say 3 weeks, because it, you know, it took a second to actually show on the scale. But then the beginning of this month, I've just been eating out like crazy, and I hate that, because I was to a place where I didn't feel like I needed it. I just ended up weekly, like, agreeing to it, and I say agreeing to it, it's nobody twisted my arm, it's I twisted my own arm. So I'm back up a couple pounds, but that's bloat, and that's, you know, I always fluctuate a couple pounds. I'm not going to stress about it, but I did restart this on the 10th for the no fast food. So I've made it 4 days so far, and I'm going to see how long I can let this ride, but I do have the exception, if it's paid by somebody else, I'll eat it. I'm just really trying not to spend my money on it. And I didn't even mean to do this to end on New Year's Eve, but, you know, it just kind of works out. So, I do eventually want to get back into a workout schedule, and I was working out for a little bit, but then the flu hit, and that kind of took all of my energy. So instead of working out yesterday after work, I'm just now starting to get my energy back. I had the flu the week before last. I was off work all of that week because it put me on my back. I couldn't do anything much at all. And then I had respiratory, and now I have a sinus infection. And I'm just getting over the sinus infection, but I'm just now getting my energy back. So I've been doing a lot of reorganizing. Like yesterday, I worked the 7 hours, came home, ate, and pulled out my fridge, vacuumed, swept, mopped behind my fridge, got down on my hands and knees in my cabinets, reorganized all of my canned goods, threw away a lot of unnecessary Tupperware that didn't have matches to it, because that happens so often, and it just gets thrown in the bottom of my cabinets. Cleared out my utility closet, which has my mops and vacuum and yoga mat and all this other stuff in there, and it had a hanging shelf that had a whole bunch of packages of COVID tests from, you know, the free COVID tests that they sent out. And I opened them up, and I got everything neat, and I had a bunch of mail that I just hadn't shredded, and I had thrown up there. Got rid of all of that, threw away 2 garbage bags full of stuff, and then this morning, since I didn't have to work, I've been in my closet, threw away a whole bag. Well, it's still sitting in my kitchen right now, because I'm not really finished, but a whole bag again. And I guess I'm just in the mood to spring clean in December. We're going to get the spring cleaning done before Christmas, I guess. But it's just because I have this energy, I guess, that's been pent up for 3 weeks. And not really sure where else to put the energy. But I'm glad I'm actually getting stuff done. Please let me know what you guys enjoy about the videos, or what you do not enjoy. I will do my best to post more, and I feel like I say that almost every video, but it's just been one thing after the other with the illnesses going around with my kids, and you know, it's getting better now, and it's gonna keep getting better. That's what I'm gonna say. It's just gonna keep getting better. I hope that the video wasn't too dim for you. I'm using the natural light, and I have my lamp on across the room, but the one, I don't know if, it's not even much difference if I had that lamp on, but that one's closer to his crib, and I didn't want to disturb him. But I appreciate everybody who comments and likes and, you know, watches my videos. I'm mainly doing this for me. Like, the progress sheet that I had, my last video showed a $2,000 difference from September. That is huge. And that's even with tacking on 2 more credit cards. Like, that blows my mind. I'm really glad that I've made that progress, and I'm hoping to look back on these videos in the next year and being in a totally different place, my credit score being good again. I started out 2022 with a 700 credit score, and by, I want to say, May or June, my, well, we'll say March through, when was it? It was 3 months, March, April, May. I think the beginning of June is whenever my boyfriend went back to work, but from March to June, he was off of work, and they only paid him the long-term disability after he returned, and that was only for 2 weeks. So the rest of that time, he was not paid at all. So I had to do everything myself. And that's whenever rent was $775. It didn't move to the $992 until August, but you know, that's still a lot. And then I had to keep tacking on the credit cards and the loans to pay the rent and pay other bills. So we're now in a spot where we don't have to do that, but credit score went from a 700 to a about a 600. I tried to apply for that Bowater loan to get my vehicle fixed, which they still never called me, so I'm not going to bother them about it. It's whatever. It was showing that my credit score was between a 580 to 599, and that really broke my heart because it was 700 back in April. But you gotta do what you have to do to survive, and that's what I did. And I'm just gonna try to be a little more cautious and tight with my money. Most of Christmas is done. We just need little stocking stuffers. We need to get Grayson and Kieran their little toys. The big boys are set. They don't need anything else. I already got my nephew stuff. I got the adults their things, and hopefully it's not going to be much that needs to be spent on that. I'm probably going to leave it up to my boyfriend. Just have him go. Hey, just go get the little one something, and we'll be done. But please also let me know if you'd like to see more videos of like credit wise, because I really want to show how the credit will build. And I also said that I was going to count my money. I'm going to count it just really quick to see what I have. Because I know it was like 150. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. Okay, so I have my OR&L payment right here. So, this is already gone. Which is fine, because that's what it's meant for. What else was I going to say? I have my Fetch link in my description, and I'll probably put it at the end of this video. Probably put a little, what's it called? Whatever, a screen thing of my rewards. I started that in September. I've already spent $30 worth of Amazon gift cards and have a $5 gift card left for Walmart to use, and I'm close to being able to get another $5 in Walmart. And I'm going to try to get the Walmart ones, even though it's 6,000 points for the $5, just because I'm in Walmart all the time. So, yeah, if you guys would like to try Fetch, it's great. You just scan all of your receipts that you use when you receive whenever you typically buy something, and you get reward points for them. I will get points for referral, and whenever you scan your first, you'll also get 2,000 right off the bat. But you can get up to $50 gift cards at a time, or you can settle for the smaller ones, so you can get 10 here, 10 there. They have a lot of restaurant ones. They do have store ones. You know, Amazon's probably the most popular, but just check it out. It's really nice, and I could use the points, you could use the points. It's literally free money. Literally free money. And I know it's not a lot, like $35 isn't a lot for me, but that's just because it will depend on the brands you get and stuff like that. But if you download it, you can look and see what they have to offer. And I think everybody should use it. It's really nice. But I'll probably make this the end of the video, and I will try to upload a video at the end of this week. So just leave your comments and let me know what you like, what you dislike, what you want to see more of, and I will do my best to do what you'd like. Thank you. Bye.